Hey folks, Captain Victim here. The content is a parody for comedic purposes only. Please do not contact, harass, or interact with anyone mentioned. And remember, don't make memes at 4 in the morning in your basement. Captain Victim, away!
Tonight, Steven Anderson, LED lights, KJV chest plate, full AI power armor, uploaded a sermon called Appropriate Punishment for Stealing. Let that land. A man whose movement stole $25,000 from Pastor Salvador Alvarez changed the locks on his church, physically prevented him from entering his own building, then returned the money only when threatened with embezzlement charges. That man, that movement, that sermon. This is the arsonist teaching fire safety. This is the pickpocket giving a TED talk on keeping your wallet secure. This is not irony anymore. Irony has a limit. This is something that exists beyond irony in a dimension that doesn't have a name yet. And the theology is M&Ms steal M&Ms, get caught with them intact. You pay double, eat the M&Ms before you get caught. You pay fourfold. Stephen the NIFB ate the M&Ms. They ate them, changed the locks on the M&M store, tried to make everyone forget the store existed, and are now explaining the sanctity of candy ownership to a live audience. Fourfold. Stephen. Fourfold. But then, enter Matthew Stuckey, the man whose entire legacy is looking directly at evidence of child abuse and saying it was irrelevant because Steven Anderson wins souls. That's it. That's Matthew. Stuckey in one sentence. Matthew Stuckey receives $100,000 in donations. And the only question, is what does a man do with $100,000 when the people around him have a documented history of stealing from churches? Does he pause? Does he exercise basic caution? Does he perhaps consult literally anyone with functioning pattern recognition? No. Matthew Stuckey takes the $100,000 and walks it directly into the hands of the people who stole from Salvador Alvarez. Not metaphorically, literally the same people. The ones with the locks. The ones who got threatened with embezzlement charges. Those people are now the custodians of Matthew Stuckey's mission donations. This is getting mugged on a Tuesday and hiring your mugger as your financial advisor on Wednesday. This is a man whose house was robbed calling the burglar to install his new safe. The logic is so perfectly inverted it almost becomes its own theology. And Salvador Alvarez, the actual victim in all of this, the man whose church was destroyed, whose name they tried to erase, chose to be the bigger person, quoted scripture, took the high road. I respect it completely. But also, and I mean this with love, they are clowns. Being the bigger person with a clown does not produce reflection. It produces more clown. The clown does not see your grace and reconsider. The clown sees more room and throws harder. Sometimes grace is the answer. Sometimes you answer a fool according to his folly. This is the folly. Meanwhile, Stephen is still in the pulpit, lions behind him, power armor on M&Ms in hand, explaining to his audience with a straight face, with full sincerity, that God's law on theft is perfect and man's justice is arbitrary. He's right, actually. God's law on theft is perfect. Fourfold. Stephen. We're waiting.
It's so dream, nothing